think, oh, we love you so much. You think that it's struggle and attention and effort and sacrifice that make things happen. And we say it's attention that makes things happen, and the struggle and the sacrifice slow them down. So it doesn't matter how you got to the place of associating success with hardship. Doesn't matter how you got there. Just get over it. Path of least resistance means I, in this moment in my human body, am allowing the resources of the universe to flow through me and to me for the attraction and creation of things that matter to me. And that is allowing universal energy, universal forces. It would be like, this is a scanty analogy, but when you get into your automobile to move from one place to another, you don't feel obligated or required. You have no urge at all to become part of the engine. Here's your seat. No, I'm going to get under the hood. Why? I'm going to do my part. I'm going to pull with the belts, and I'm going to pistonize the pistons. You don't even have pistons anymore, but I'm going to inject the fuel. You don't have those either. I'm going to computerize the computer. You don't have any urge to be part of that engine system. You just let it do its part while you do your part, which is pointing where you want to go. And you do choose the speed with which you go, and you do choose your route a bit, but you're not part of the effort of the vehicle. You're leaving that effort factor to the engine. You're leaving that effort factor to the engineer that created the engine. And maybe you're the engineer that created the engine, in which case we apologize for everything we just said. But you get the point. You are a pointer. You are a decider and a pointer and an allower. Now, that doesn't sit very well with many of you, because you've been trained to be an efforter and a struggler and a sufferer, a hard worker an earner of what you get at. In other words, you're not supposed to just allow things to flow to you, because in a world of other humans, how do you stand out as one who's most blessed if you're not struggling and sacrificing and dripping with sweat? And we say, you got to get over that, because in every moment that you are trying to earn your worthiness, you're struggling and not letting the worthiness that is flowing to you in. You are source energy in this physical body, and you were before you got here. And a larger part of you still is that source energy flowing to you and through you. And we could talk all day long, and tomorrow and the next day and the next day, just in offering words to help you to come closer to accepting the continuity of you. But it isn't so important that you know from whence you came or from whence you are continuing to come. That's not as important as being in your now and letting the whole of you be in this moment. Because when you are observing this moment in time, or contemplating anything in any moment in time from the fullness or the wholeness of who you are, then you are feeling that wow of aliveness and fullness and satisfaction and wholeness and what you want to call productivity, perhaps. We want you to come with us today in an awareness that the productivity that you seek, Esther's such a practical girl. She wants the practical aspects of life. She and Jerry, especially Jerry, were asking us all along, what are the practical applications? How can I know about these laws of the universe? And how can I find a way to apply them in practical ways to get practical results? How can I understand this so that it's meaningful in my specific life? That's what Jerry summoned for you, and it's what we want you to come to understand. But we want you to think of this practicality in a different way. We want Esther to know that there is nothing more practical, more productive, more getting things done-iness, more effective, more efficient, more rewarding, got most of those words in, then hooking up to the power that creates worlds and pointing it in the direction of your desire. If you could give up the effort that you apply in earning your connection and just accept you're connected, and then stop unplugging with negative thought or negative words or negative commentary, negative judgments, negative comparisons, if you could just hook up and point, you would discover how blessed you are. You would discover how important you are. You would discover how on the leading edge of creation you are, right where you said you wanted to be, right where you belong, doing what you want to do.